around
And
things.
that's
You know,
what this is about. Like we have two options in this fucked up system. Like it's like I'm not trying to say like, oh, this Democrats are the answer or anything like that. No, it's not a great one, but it's there's we have pretty binary choice here. And there are stark differences between the options, and I feel like people are not able to. They don't want to hold a lot of nuance,
no,
and this is the same thing was in sort of COVID, but this is not a situation that's very like there's a lot to consider. Even if you take one issue and say, well, that's the issue I'm voting on, I'm like, okay, but you're then saying all these other issues that will be affected. You're sort of not weighing that into this larger calculation.
exactly. Well said. Having said that, I do want to say that it's become the negative tonality around the Democrats has been so intense and kind of progressive and like radical and sort of crypto adjacent areas, communities. I do think it's gone a little bit too voracious. And people are like, oh, they did nothing, they're evil. New World Order, George Soros, conspiracy. I think that has all gotten way too far. And I also think, as I'm hoping we'll discuss, that there's a lot of money involved in certain interests who want
Yeah.
very much for our country to voluntarily surrender the Constitution and even the limited form of democracy we have for something that would be more like a dictatorship or authoritarian regime, which I believe is what Trump and J.D. Vance represent. And I know, the way this thing's worked now, the right wing has made it so that anything you say, they immediately parrot it, mirror it back to you. They've developed a lot of, sort of convoluted techniques, so they make it very hard for us to make distinctions.